Right. Soundstripe. 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 Soundstripe.
but so proudly wave at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight is the Bluegrass Truck Series at the Circuit of Americas. And you know what, BJ? It's going to be action-packed with over 30 drivers sighted in the pit area. Actually, 31 to be excise. But Wes Wiggin is on top of the charts of the point standings coming into tonight with Bobby Hall Jr., Lucas Lyons, Alex Healy, and Peyton Hubbard round out your top 5. Then you have Sean Kostritza at 6, Cody Anderson, Sean Kaiser, Devin Scroggins, and Cody Verrill rounding out your top 10 here points. And you know, BJ, we have let's see here. In this series, no, everyone's a one-time winner. We've had Adam Lang with 1 win on the season, Tyler Peacock 1 win on the season, Jeremy Vaughn with 1 win on the season, and they got Rodney Shirk Jr. and Jonah Colbert with a win, and Lucas Lyons. Going into tonight, here at Cota and Circuit of Americas, 25 laps of distance, and your stage break is on lap number 10, BJ. Not a long time to get there, but it's a big track.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I for one, I absolutely am excited to see 31 drivers showing up, come out, race the series. Because, you know, normally you don't see that on road courses in leagues. There's not normally that many drivers come out. Not normally that many want to hit the road courses. You know, it's not their forte. They're used to left turns, but throwing a wrench in the works, turning right. What an awesome thing to see a turnout like this.
Definitely. And tomorrow night, the Xfinity Series at Cota. And then on Wednesday night, the Cup Series. They will be at Cota. So, I mean, everybody's at Cota, especially after last week at Bristol, the dirt track of Bristol. A lot of cautions in the Cup Series. The trucks did pretty well, though.
Yeah, trucks definitely were the class of the show last week. It seemed like absolutely massively caution filled throughout the Cup Series. Qualifying does come to an end. Our top 5 qualifying being Radburn Shutters, Alex Healy, Jeremy Vaughn, Bobby Hall Jr., and Peyton Hubbard.
That's in practice, so we're fixing to go qualify here. And let's see here. We're going to have to see what happened. Iracing. There we go. Want to be a little funky with us. That's all right. But first, coming onto the track, and car number 40, or truck number 44, is Gary Jazorski. Gary Jazorski coming out of the pit lane, going into the first turn. Also on the racing surface, and truck number 23 is Fernando Takahashi. Also on the speedway, going through the S's there, it's the Geico zone. That is Devin Scroggins. Also making his way out into the racing surface after completing the first turn is Daniel Worthington to 113. Wes Wiggin is also on the track with Jonah Colbert, Will Weber, and Jeremy Vaughn, Drew Perot, Peyton Hubbard, and Sean Kaiser. All out here in qualifying.
A lot of people hopping on track. For those of you that aren't familiar with iRacing, as we look at Fernando Takahashi make that hard left-hand turn by the Monster logo there. A lot of people might be looking on. A lot of people that might not know much about iRacing be scratching their head wondering how there's so many cars on track at one time here on iRacing, rather than what you would normally see in real-life racing, one or two cars out on the track at a time turning their laps, trying to get the best time possible. You come out here on iRacing, everybody can join the track at the same time and not interfere with each other. It's almost like every one of them have their own lobby sort of for qualifying. Take a look here at Tyler Evans. Makes the left-hand turn down towards turn 10, I believe is what that sign said there. Still gotta get to know these turns a little bit better, but we'll be there. There's a little monster left-hand turn for Tyler Evans.
Rob Morris Jr. to 76 machine for Columbia, South Carolina. Out on the racing surface. Will Weber in the one truck. Right there. It looks like he's going to come and maybe take the green flag. Let's see. He does. He takes the green flag there. Will Weber. Well, Drew Perot already went off the track and back on to Daniel Worthington. So a lot of these drivers are going to be trying to reset and regroup. There's the 31 of Jonah Colbert from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Apex Season 2 champion in that 32 truck, or 31 truck.
To the guy, Coach Kane. It's going to be a really tricky part of the track for these guys throughout the entire night, I suspect. The last season when going through the chicane, I believe that seemed to be where the majority of the wrecks were at. One thing of note as we watch him to head down into turn number 10, up and over the crest, down into turn 10. One thing of note here on these road courses that they do not throw full course cautions unless the entire track is blocked for something, but they do throw local cautions. In other words, the drivers will be notified that there's a wreck in the location, keep their eye out, and be cautious going through there, but no actual full course cautions unless there's something extreme.
And don't forget the stage break being on lap number 10. So these drivers, so we're going to go actually 10 green flag laps, BJ. That's what we did last season. I don't think we saw a full course caution in any of the road courses last season.
Nah, I don't believe we did. I'm not even 100% sure if we took a stage break last season, to be quite honest with you. I can't remember one. But as you say, don't forget, I'm going to go ahead and add to that. Don't forget, we are live on Facebook and YouTube all over the place. DirtFan.com, Bluegrass Facebook, Ultimate Dirt Facebook, Bluegrass YouTube, I believe on Ultimate Dirt YouTube as well. We are live all over the place. So make sure.
There's those sounds, BJ. That means someone entered pit road.
But just getting confirmation, yes, there are no full course cautions except for the stage break. My question was actually, Jason, if we had a full course caution for the stage last season. Because I don't remember stopping for the stage last season.
Yes.
Did we? Okay.
Also,
For some reason, I don't remember it.
On the track now, truck number 20 is Dustin Renstittle. Dustin Renstittle from Pikeville, Kentucky. And truck number 20 on the board. Peyton Hubbard goes quick time with a 2.18. Will Weber in second, Worthington in third, Wigan and Scroggins round out your top five right now in qualifying. They're the first five drivers to cross that start-finish line with their first lap. Peyton Hubbard looks like a one and done, BJ.
Yeah, there's a very good chance of that for Peyton Hubbard. And, he qualified 4 seconds ahead of the next driver, Will Weber. And we're used to seeing within tenths of each other throughout usually the entire field, unless somebody has a bit of a mishap. But right now we're looking at several seconds apart from one position to the next even. That's just the way things tend to go on a road course. If you're within 2 seconds of somebody, especially when you know that person is really fast, you're actually not very far off pace. You're actually doing a really, really solid job if you're within 2, 3, 4, sometimes even up to 5 seconds if you're within those positions. So though the gap on the timing tower right now looks like a big gap, when it comes to race time, that's not going to be anything at all. And moving into second quick, it's going to be Cody Anderson in the 17 as we continue to ride with the 94 Bobby Hall Jr. out of Athens, PA.
Bobby Hall Jr. sporting the Earl's shop there on the back of that truck.
He's going to go second quick and be the first driver to pull it within a second of Peyton Hubbard, as he's just 0.8 of a second behind.
It looks like he's going to call it one and done. The next driver on the track, he hails out of Oklahoma, is Jeremy Vaughn in the 2. Jeremy Vaughn in Next Level Racing.
And speaking of Jeremy Vaughn, we talked a little bit before in the past about Jeremy Vaughn being a dirt driver coming over to the asphalt side. You see it there in his picture. He's got his number, I believe he's number 8 on dirt typically. He's got his number 8 street stock down there. Get him out of his comfort zone on the asphalt side and got him even further out of his comfort zone coming over here onto the road course. So I'm really interested in seeing how he does. And he also goes within a second of Peyton Hubbard and moves into third.
The next driver back on the track, making a return back onto the racing surface in truck number 31, Jonah Corbett from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, your Apex Season 2 champion. He's going to try to make a timed lap here. Speaking of it, last season, BJ, I don't know how many drivers are listed, but this is where I think it was the Cup Series where your winner went start to finish without a set of tires in the Cup Series.
Yeah, that is correct. I'm trying to remember who that was off the top of my head, and I feel like
it was a quack.
Might have been Barroso.
Was it?
Cedric Hunter. Cedric Hunter did it.
I think it was Cedric, but I might be wrong.
Barroso was in second. Cedric Hunter won the race. I'm pretty sure Barroso was in second because I know he was up there for a lot of the Cup Series race. We were requested to mention that coming up on January 21st, that's a Saturday, Bluegrass is going to be holding the second annual Bluegrass Iracing Series Chili Bowl. $25 to enter. Up to $500 to win based on 40 entries. So make sure you get over and check that out. Join the Discord. Ask about it. Ask Alex Huffman. Ask Jason Collins. Message them on Facebook. And if there are more than 40 entries, the winnings will be higher than $500.
All right, with this little 14 seconds left in qualifying, here comes Jonah Colbert, second quick. So it's Peyton Hubbard, Jonah Colbert, Bobby Hall Jr., Jeremy Vaughn, and Cody Anderson round out your top 5 here in qualifying. As you look at your official results there on the board, we get ready for tonight's starting grid.
Soundstripe.
is starting on a pole tonight in truck number 99, the Next Level Racing. It's Peyton Hubbard, and to his outside, into number 31, the JC Motorsports, Jonah Cobert.
Row number 2 to the inside, Flex Motorsports number 94. That's Bobby Hall Jr. To his outside, the Next Level Racing number 2, Jeremy Bond.
And row number 3 to the inside is Cody Anderson of WJM Motorsports. Truck number 17 to his outside, the Full Sim Racing. Truck number 1, Will Weber.
Row number 4 to the inside, WJM Motorsports number 23, Fernando Takahashi. To his outside, the Flex Motorsports number 88, Wes Wigand.
In row number 5 to the inside, the Flex Motorsports truck number 113, Daniel Worthington. And out to the south side, into 42, it's Ed Osborne.
Row number 6 to the inside, it is the number 80, one of the rookies of the series, Drew Prohl. To his outside, the All-American Motorsports number 24, Sean Kaiser.
Row number 7 to the inside into JC Motorsports truck number 20, Dustin Renstedel. To his outside, and a Cornerstone Motorsports truck number 77, Tyler Evans.
Row number 8 to the inside from Ron Morris Racing and WJM Motorsports. It's the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. To his outside, it's another one of the rookies of the series, driving a 71, Devin Scroggins.
In row number 9 to the inside, outside of the United States, in truck number 8 is Cody Verrill. To his outside, the Cornerstone Motorsports truck number 59, Redbird Shutters.
Row number 10 to the inside, High Side Hustlers number 34, Jason Bridges. Lined up to his outside from Flex Motorsports and Y&H Motorsports, it's the 97 of Alex Healy.
Rode off 21st Knockney, Sean Christensen and Team Watt. To his outside, it's Lucas Lyons in the JC Motorsports truck number 25.
Row number 12 to the inside, Flex Motorsports number 4, Alan Duranko. Line up to his outside, WJ Motorsports 000, Roger Pierce.
Rolling off 25th tonight, it'd be the 13 truck of Brian Terry. Into his outside in 26th position, he hails out New York. Into 67, it's Michael Cole.
And as we are quickly running out of time, I'm going to go ahead and rattle these off. 27th, Gary Jaworski. 28th, Ronnie Shirk. 29th, Richard Kessinger. 30th, Nathan Maskroff. And 31st, Taylor Peacock. Just 2 more turns this long right here in a sharp left-hand turn, Steve. And it is green flag racing time.
Definitely is. Definitely time to get ready. The stars and their cars of the Bluegrass Truck Series, live on Ultimate Dirt TV. As you see him going by the Whataburger turn down there. The pace car looking to make that turn into pit road. Peyton Hubbard bringing the field down. Out of the turn, down the front straightaway. Barney fixing to wave the green flag. Don't forget, he got triplets out here tonight. Or twins, I guess. You got twins. You got, there it is, the green flag, the second flagman there. Waving that green flag is Barney. As you look at the start.
Yeah, third down under is lazy, but heading down into turn number 1. What does that turn say? Echo Park? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that turn says, but heading down into that turn, leading the way continues to be Peyton Hubbard, and a strong qualifying run now plans to lead this race throughout the entire race. And yeah, he's not pulled off to a massive lead just yet. Everybody's starting to play nice right now. It's still early in the race. A lot of turns to go. Everybody's spreading out, giving each other room right now.
Yep, Peyton Hubbard, your race leader. There is your second place of Jonah Cobert. There's Bobby Hall Jr., if I remember correctly. Bobby Hall Jr. did an excellent job last season here at Cota's. As you look at these drivers coming around. Oh, we got one high, wide, and handsome. That was Ron Morris Jr. as he makes his way back onto the racing surface, losing a lot of laps, dropping down to that 21st position. Right now, Jonah Cobra has his eyes set on your race leader, Peyton Hubbard, as he's starting to actually close the gap, BJ.
Yes, he definitely is. he's got to give it everything that he can. He started in that second spot behind Peyton Hubbard, and right now sits right about 7/10 of a second. And when you're out on these road courses, it ain't very much. You see it right there. I saw it there just a moment ago. Peyton Hubbard right behind him, about 3 car lengths behind him, is the 31 of Jonah Colbert. Both those drivers now pulling away from Bobby Hall Jr. Look how nice, easy, smooth these guys are taking around these turns, not making any mistakes, taking their time, staying smooth.
Well, you saw the 94 make a little mistake, and Jeremy Vaughn thought about looking underneath him, could not make it happen. Now Jeremy Vaughn throws it in there underneath Bobby Hall Jr. Dustin Rinstedall showed up on the board. Let's take a look and see what happened to him. Dustin Rinstedall on the Toyota number 20 there. He brakes. I don't know, BJ. I don't know what brought out. He definitely was flashing.
Well,
So let's
couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. He had a bit of a close call there going off track, but he managed to hang on to it.
He definitely did. So that was a false alarm. Maybe, you know. But speaking of false alarms, you know, Peyton Hubbard now is pulled away from Jonah Colbert there as they go through the S's.
Yeah, he's definitely starting to fall into his groove already. 1 lap is in the books on lap number 2 right now of 25. So everybody, you see them all right there snaking through the Geico chicane. Left, right. What is that? Left, right, left, right. Whew, it's a lot of turns. I'm glad I don't race road much anymore. I'd be tired.
But definitely Peyton Hubbard starting to pull away from Jonah Colbert, who's in that second spot. Bobby Hall still sitting in that third spot with Jeremy Vaughn in fourth. Jeremy Vaughn in the hip pocket of the 94 of Bobby Hall Jr. Will Weber running out your top 5. There's Wes Wiggin and Fernando Takahashi right there in the 7th spot, ready to pounce if Wes Wiggin makes a mistake. There's Cody Anderson in the 17, currently running 8th. And the 113 of Daniel Worthington in 9th. There is Ed Osborne currently running in that 10th position. Let's see here. Jeremy Vaughn making a mistake.
Vaughn momentarily had just gotten the pass. Take a look at it right here. Vaughn had momentarily gotten the pass on Bobby Hall Jr., but I think that caused him to overshoot the corner. Can confirm.
So Jeremy Vaughn falls back to that 5th spot as Will Weber now is ahead of him. And Bobby Hall Jr. now sitting in that 3rd spot once again. The biggest driver right now making the moves is that 97 of Alex Healy in the black 97. Huh.
Yeah, let me take a look at that there.
Redbird Shutters, how about that in the 59 truck up 3 spots, battling with Devin Scroggins there. That's the battle going on for 14th and 15th on the board. Devin Scroggins has a front end damage to that vehicle as they go into the turn there. Now you look at the 4, that is Alan Duranco. He will take over that 15th spot. Shutters will fall back to 16th.
Well, I can confirm that it is a black number 97 on mine as well. So, instant going here from the number 8 of Cody Verrill. Let's take a look, see just what happens. He heads through the Geico, not the Geico chicane. Turn is that? I have no idea.
But just loses it there. And meanwhile, Peyton Hubbard continues to lead with 23 laps to go. There's Jonah Colbert and Bobby Hall Jr. Will Weber went off track momentarily. Came back on. There's Jeremy Vaughn now. He's back around Will Weber. Wes Wiggins still sitting there in that 6th spot. There's Cody Anderson right behind him with Fernando Takahashi. In 8th, there's Daniel Worthington and Ed Osborne. As Alex Healy now in the hip pocket of Ed Osborne. He wants to move up some more. Try to get some, how would you say it, some valuable track positions for this next start. Oh, Jeremy Vaughn once again lighten up the board.
He's just pushing just a little bit too hard in that number 2 machine. Still hanging on to a top 5 for the moment. See him running right there. He's under pressure from the...
Oh, Fernando went around. Take a look at your instant replay there. Oh, the 113 and Fernando barely made some contact. Around went Fernando. Tyler Evans just went off track. But meanwhile, BJ, all this action going on, Peyton Hubbard making it look easy.
He's just out there taking it nice and easy right now, just cruising. You know, he's probably not thinking much about what's going on behind him. The only thing on his mind at the moment is probably, don't make a mistake myself. Make it to the stage break. What am I going to do at stage break? What do I take? How much fuel do I take? Take it all. What do I do? And that's the same thought that I would be having. We're right on board now with the 94 of Bobby Hall Jr., Earl Shops driver out of Flex Motorsports. We need turn markers on every turn so we can look at it and see where we're in.
We're dirt racer people. We get confused with, if it's more than 4 turns, we're confused.
Listen, I don't know how to count past 4. I just know whenever I see a white flag, I've got 1 more to go. And then I see a checker flag, I know I'm done. But I can't count past 4 because I only know where the 4 turns are.
Look on board in gyro cam, Bobby Hall Jr. from Athens, Pennsylvania. Currently running in that 3rd spot. There's Alex Healy now up 11 spots from Columbus, Ohio. Alex Healy in the black 97. Alan Duranko right there battling with the 59 of Radburn Shutters on the track. Radburn right ahead of him. There's Michael Cole, the 67, currently running in 24th position. There's Dustin Renstidel in the 20. And there's Brian Terry in the 13, currently running 26. And there is... Well, those people aren't in there, so...
Well, Will Weber lighting up the scoreboard on my end once again. Lost a couple sponsors. Sounded like I heard him call out a pit stop this time by. He goes by the Whataburger turn right there, heading down into the final turn. Yes, he will take her down pit road.
So Weber being the first driver to come down pit road. See if any more drivers will follow suit throughout the next lap or so. But as Peyton Hubbard in that 99 machine continues to lead here at the Circuit of the Americas here in Texas. There's Jodo Colbert in the Race Graphics number 31 machine. Bobby Hall Jr. in the Flex Motorsports. Earl's shot. He's half fast here tonight. And there's Jeremy Vaughn in Next Level Racing truck number 2. Wes Wiggin has made it to the top 5.
And some drivers hearing concerns of not being able to make it all the way to the stage on fuel. So some drivers coming down early. Total drivers that have come down so far early in this race being 5, with Will Weber, Lucas Lyons, Sean Kaiser, Dustin Reinstedel, and Brian Terry. Those guys are all coming down early here, taking the short pit to take it to the end of the stage, trying to get better position when everybody else comes down, if they do indeed have to come down. So strategies already coming into play here, just 3 and 4 laps into this race as we close in on 20 laps to go here in this 25-lap race.
All right, you see Sean Kostritza making a pass on Tyler Evans for that 15th spot there. Sean Kostritza up 6 spots. Not a bad night for that. Alan Duranko right there in that 4 machine up 10 spots since the start of the race. He started 23rd. Alex Healy up 12.
Healy does, in back seem to have a solid black car, and I think on the other side there's an outline of a 97, but I'm not 100% sure. I believe I saw one though. But, as we take a look all throughout the field, there's our second place driver continuing to drive out there all by himself. 4 seconds back from race leader Peyton Hubbard, and 4 seconds, almost 5 seconds ahead of third place Bobby Hall Jr. Race leader takes that 20 laps to go mark heading into turn number 1, and there is second place just now heading for turn number 1.
And there is Bobby Hall Jr. in turn number 1 there with Jeremy Vaughn right there behind him. These drivers are pretty much stretched out. And that's a good thing. We got some drivers still going, getting off the track there, but that's all right. Cody Verrill having some problems in the 8 machine. He's back on the racing service. There is Devin Scroggins in 71, currently in 18th. Gary Jazorski makes a pass on Scroggins. Scroggins overshoots that turn, and it looks like Scroggins is going to take it down pit road.
Another driver deciding to come down early here on lap as he heads into start lap number 6. Meanwhile, Peyton Hubbard makes that hard left-hand turn in the Monster Energy turn, and down the straightaway he goes. I'm actually going to pull up my race map.
Jonah Colbert sitting in second, started second, and currently running second. So your top 4 are in their starting positions, basically. They haven't gained or lost a position. 5th place, Wes Wiggin. He's gained 3 spots. Cody Anderson in 6th, currently lost 1. Alex Healy in 7th, up 13 spots. Currently sitting in that 7th spot for him. Wes Wiggin in the Fanatec, number 88. Got the butt kicker on the back of that truck there. Doing a good job. There is Cody Anderson in the 17. Meanwhile, going through, we call it the Whataburger turn. It is Peyton Hubbard.
The Whataburger turn into the Toyota turn. The next turn would be, I have no idea. Where's he at?
Oh, look, he's down the front straightaway as we now have 19 laps to go. 4 laps until the stage break as he heads into turn number 1. Jonah Colbert made his way down pit road. Take care of some service, get some fuel. Bobby Hall Jr. moves up to that 2nd spot. Jeremy Vaughn moves up to 3rd. Wes Wiggin right there coming across the start finish line. Now he's in that 4th spot with Cody Anderson in 5th. Jonah Colbert now leaving pit road. Let's see where he will blend in at as he comes off of pit road here. He will blend in that 9th spot. There is Radbird Shutters coming down the front straightaway. Ed Osborne making his way down pit road. There is Scroggins. He's just having all kinds of problems in that 71 truck tonight. But meanwhile, Peyton Hubbard making it look all nice and easy. Letting that truck look really pretty out here on the racing surface. As we're on lap number 19, there's Bobby Hall Jr. to Flex Motorsports. A.K.A. Hell Kid.
Yeah, and several more drivers calling out pit stops and coming down pit road. Sounded like I heard Bobby Hall Jr. call out right there. Peyton Hubbard. The lead just continues to grow. If he's close on fuel, he's got more than enough time to let out and let it coast as much as possible with almost a 10-second lead as Wes Wiggin, Peyton Hubbard. Well, actually, I think that was Peyton Hubbard I heard just call out a pit stop. Find out.
With all the elevation here at Circuit of the Americas, it makes it kind of hard on the cameras, that's for sure. A lot of things get in the way. And here comes Peyton Hubbard right through. into pit road there, Peyton Hubbard. To make his first pit stop with 18 laps to go. So does Bobby Hall Jr. and Jeremy Vaughn.
Top 3, now top 4 drivers all down pit road. Waiting to see if more drivers follow them. Alex Healy follows them down. So these drivers not quite able to make his laps continue to wind down. Lap 8 out of 10 for stage number 1. Cody Anderson yet to pit, takes over the race lead. Radburn shutters, calls out a pit stop out of his garage. Those guys are going to be heading down this time. There's Fernando Takahashi taking over that second position in at 23. He's also yet to pit. But guess who is right behind them? You see him right there on screen. The Oklahoma City kid, Jonah Colbert, with 1 win already on the season. Looking pretty here tonight. Sits about 2 seconds back. Roughly 2 seconds back from Fernando Takahashi and 7.5 back from race leader Cody Anderson.
As you look, there's Peyton Hubbard. He came in as your race leader into pit road now in that 4th position. There's Jonah Colbert in 3rd. There's Fernando right ahead of him. You can see him there. With 18 laps to go, Cody Anderson in the 17 is your race leader. Doing a good job. Jonah Colbert now takes over 2nd from Fernando. So now Jonah Colbert has his eyes set on the race leader of Cody Anderson. There's Anderson, that white truck right ahead of him.
Yeah, remember, Anderson and Takahashi have still yet to pit. Those guys have remained on the track now for 8 laps. Everybody else come down pit road, taking fuel and or tires. Peyton Hubbard and then 99 are pole starter and early race leader, took 4 tires on his pit stop, so he's already down to 1 less set of tires than 90% of this field.
You see Cody Anderson, your race leader there. It's the 24 truck. That is Sean Kaiser getting his lap back the hard way around Cody Anderson. There's Jonah Colbert starting to close in the gap slowly, as we're soon becoming to 17 to go. There's Anderson around the Whataburger turn. Say that 10 times. Whataburger, Whataburger, Whataburger. As Anderson,
Well, that was only 3.
I know. You don't want me to say it 10 times. Anyway, Cody Anderson will complete another lap as your race leader with 17 to go here at Circuit of the Americas. Well, actually, we got 3 laps to go until the stage break.
The laps are winding down very quickly out here tonight, as it is actually, according to race leader, 2 laps. As he's on lap number 9, so we can finish this one, then 1 more. We'll rock and roll right into the stage, get everybody grouped back up, see if we can get a race back rolling. Still looking to see if Cody Anderson is going to come down before the end of the stage. Fernando Takahashi back to 4th position, still 3 spots up from where he started, but is losing a ton amount of ground. And speaking of losing a ton amount of ground, look right there on your screen. Anderson under heavy pressure from Jonah Colbert right behind. Colbert now got to take a look left as they head down to the Monster Energy left hand.
Well, this is where I gotta really ask you, BJ. Jonah Colbert, as you see him, does take that lead from Cody Anderson. So 17 to go. Stage breaks lap number 15. You gotta complete lap number 15 for the stage break. So technically, we're coming to 2 to go, right?
See, stages 10 laps.
Right.
So 15 laps to go. So we're on 17 laps to go. We hit the stripe. We'll be on 16 laps to go. And when we complete that one, it'll be 15 laps to go, and that's when the caution flag will wave.
But don't you gotta complete it?
No.
Because
we'll have completed 15 laps to go. We'll have completed our 10th lap.
Yeah, once you complete the 15th lap.
Nah, once we hit 15 to go, we'll have completed 10th. We'll be on lap 11 with 15 laps to go.
Gotcha. Not too many times we see this part of the lap canter says 17 to go. Normally it has so many laps, it's easier to go that way.
Well, try. Oh, you don't have it on your button box. So I'll say on your button box, if you hit the show sessions state, it'll bring up the classic dirt one, and it'll tell you on the top just how many laps. That's how I keep track of what lap we're on mine.
Putting heavy pressure on Jonah Cobra as we're coming to 16 laps to go, BJ.
Yeah, he snuck back up on us. I didn't even realize he was caught back up to Colbert, but he is ready to rock and roll once this stage wins. We are on the white flag now for the stage. Once this lap is over, that is the stage. Remember, the stage winner gets 10 points for the regular season and 1 bonus point to the stage. So Peyton Hubbard, Jonah Colbert, these guys want every bit they possibly can get.
You look their nose to tail going through the turns right there. Peyton Hubbard, he wants to win this stage break. Get some valuable points, as BJ says, and he does take the lead. He's going hot and heavy. He locks him up. Jonah Colbert passes him right back underneath him. Now he enters back onto the racing surface, still ahead of Cody Anderson. Cody Anderson has yet to make a pit stop.
Less than halfway to go to the end of this lap. Anderson, Hubbard, huge mistake out of the driver. That 99, not something we've typically see, not something we've seen all race long so far. But he wants that stage win so badly. He made his first mistake of this race and gave it right back to Jonah Colbert. As we take a look at Fernando Takahashi right now riding in that 4th spot. He's having a good run for himself, looking at a top 5 to finish this one here out. Just 3 more turns now for Jonah Colbert to win stage number 1 as he sweeps through the long right-hand turn, headed for left hand, straight, and another left.
Well, Peyton Hubbard retakes the lead. Jonah Colbert falls back to the 2nd spot.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Caution on the racetrack, as that will end your stage. Take a look at your top 10. It's going to be Peyton Hubbard, Jonah Colbert, Cody Anderson, Fernando Takahashi, and Bobby Hall in top 5. You got Jeremy Vaughn, Wes Wiggin, Will Weber, Alex Healy, and Drew Perot rounding out your top 10.
When did Peyton Hubbard take back over? I'm going to go look quick.
You were talking.
I do that a lot. I mean, that is our job.
Well, that's when he took the lead.
I see the mistake. I'm looking at it now. I see the mistake out of Jonah Colbert. Gets a little loose running through the long right-hand turn. Peyton Hubbard sneaks by to the inside. Over the race, or the stage win.
So let's go back to my little thing we was talking about. So we start the race with 25 to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Minus 10. So you got to complete lap 25, or lap 1 to make it 1 lap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it lap 24 to go. Right? So you minus 10 for that. You got to complete the 15 to go lap. Then that's only 9 laps.
No, it's 10 because when you start the race, you're still at 25 to go until you make that first lap.
That's right.
When you finish the first lap, you're now at 24 to go.
That's right. But 10 minus 25 is 15. You got to complete the 15th lap. Like a dirt racing.
Yeah, I mean, lap counting still works the same way, but if you look, we're still 15 to go, and we're on lap number 11. We're currently on lap 11.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. It's right here. According to iRacing, we're lap 11. Hit spacebar really quick. And look and see what lap Peyton Hubbard's on. Or Jonah Colbert, either one, doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're 11. Okay. Okay. But if you minus 10 for 25, it's 15.
You're not wrong. But the problem with the way that lap counting with on this lap and then this many to go works is you end up overlapping because you're on lap 11 with 15 laps to go. So one overlaps then.
I mean, we got to give something to talk about. Talk about lap counting. So I'd rather say you're all wrong.
It gives us something to argue about for the viewers to listen to.
There you go.
Hold on. Here, Steve. I got this for you. There's a post-race fights channel up here. I'm going to hit this for you. Ready?
Uh-huh.
I know it's not post-race, but, man, Steve cannot count.
That's Homer, Kober, Anderson, Takahashi, and Hall. Your top 5. I just think that the problem is that Jason cannot count.
Jason just reads. He didn't have to count. You're not wrong math-wise. You're not wrong. So, but it overlaps when it comes to things stretched out.
Maybe I'll get Jason overthinking himself. You know, never know. Nick Leonard getting lucky getting to drive the Porsche car tonight.
The most expensive car he's ever driven.
Well, Jonah Cober's going to make his way down pit road. As Peyton Hubbard stays out, so does Jeremy Vaughn, Wes Wiggin, Alex Healy, Daniel Worthington, Alan Duranco stays out, Sean Kostritza stays out. There's Michael Cole. We don't know yet. He's a little further back trying to catch up to the field. There's Jonah Colbert in the pit stall with the 94 of Bobby Hall.
Well, I'm going to give you every bit of confusion, but it seems like almost every driver that pitted on lap 7 stayed out. Every driver that pitted on lap 6 or earlier went in.
That means they all pitted on lap 6. You're a lap behind.
Huh?
According to my lap
No,
count, you're
I'm
behind.
Damn it. I'm reading their pit laps.
Jonah Cober comes back out 8th. Cody Anderson in 9th. And Bobby Hall Jr. comes out in 10th. Anderson's showing he's been all 11 laps before he made his pit stop. Shut up, BJ. Thank you.
No, that's what I'm showing. That's what mine says. They're currently on lap 11.
Okay,
on lap 12. So he has ran 11 full laps.
Okay.
Oh, I just got a dog jump in my lap. Was not expecting that. I thought she was still in bed.
I definitely don't get paid to count. That's for sure. So, if we did, we get in trouble. That's my daytime job counting. Definitely not my nighttime job.
Whew.
If you receive
probably best not to explain.
If you receive a $100,000 hospital bill, do not look at me. I might have added an extra 0 to that.
I swear it was $100,000. No, it was $10,000. Well, wouldn't that be 7 zeros?
Quite a bit. Well, BJ, go ahead and repeat for the people watching at home what's happening this Saturday night.
Well, for starters, we're teaching Steve how to count laps, but we're also at Circuit of the Saturday night. The Saturday night is the I gotta find announcements. There we go. Is the Bluegrass Iracing Series 2nd Annual Chili Bowl. $25 to enter, $500 to win based on 40 cars. And if we get more than 40 cars, well, the purse will increase. So just getting a number out there for everybody on a solid number. I do believe it is off a 40 car count. $500 to win, Steve. Fantastic race. Everybody loves seeing it.
Yep.
I can't wait to see it.
Well, Peyton Hubbard going to bring us back to the green as we're still under caution here after a stage break. Peyton Hubbard picking up stage break win. In that 99 truck, Jeremy Vaughn. Restart in second. Wes Wiggin on your second row, along with Alex Healy, who's up 16 spots. But Alan Duranco in that Ford machine, he's up 17 spots in that sixth position. Not too shabby for him. Sean Kostritz up 14 in that 7 spots. Jonah Colbert will restart in 8th after coming down pit road in that second spot there.
Quick update on the rear of the field. One driver still in pit road. He's been down pit road for a minute 28 seconds. That's the 24, Sean Kaiser. Nathan Mascroft, Richard Kissington, Roger Pierce, Ronnie Shirk, and Taylor Peacock did not take the starting grid. So at the moment, down to 25 cars on track. Does look like Sean Kaiser is going to bring him back out of pit road. He's got a long ways to go around the track to get caught back up to the field, though.
Well, it took us 30 minutes basically to get here. We've got 12 laps to go, so we're going to have an early night here on Ultimate Dirt TV.
Woo! I like early nights.
Coming back to the green with 12 laps to go, Pete Hubbard and Jeremy Vaughn will bring us to the green. Then you got Wes Wiggin and Alex Healy. Daniel Worthington in 113 and Sean Kostritz, I believe. Some are doubled up and some are single file, so I guess it's pick how you want to line up for this restart, I'm assuming.
Oh, it's Ken vouch it is definitely easier to stay single file through a lot of the track when pacing, but I suspect they'll start doubling up as they head in and out of the final turn.
I'll say go full throttle.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see about the front 5 double coming out of the final turn, and the front 5 rows, and then after that they'll probably start spreading out and be single file by the time we get to probably about 15th, rolling through the last turn. There's one of the 2 sharpest turns on the speedway. You see him rolling through right there. That is the Monster Energy left-hand turn. I believe it'd be turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think turn 11. I think. I'm not sure how they count turns on road courses, if I'm honest. There's a couple of turns I'm looking at here, and I'm like, see, on a normal track, that'd be 2 turns. I don't know. But I think that's turn 11. You want to get me out of my element, especially when it comes to knowing where somebody's out on track. Take me to literally any road course.
I know, we come to a road course and we're clueless. That's all right.
We're dirt boys.
Easy to more than 4 turns, we're clueless.
And see, this just goes to prove why we struggle on counting. We know 4 turns.
That's how I got ahead of the lap.
trying to get everybody caught up. You see a big gap there between the top two and the guys on back trying to race control, trying to get everybody caught up, trying to get them all lined up as we just got a couple of turns to go. See right here, this to me, this would be one turn. Now 2 turns. Now 3 turns.
And look at that little stadium there.
Right? Like there's a small, there's several small straightaways right there.
Yeah.
To me, those are all different turns, but as far as I know, they call that the sweeping right hand.
The Stars the Stripe straightaway looking thing right there. The Whataburger turn.
My headset just popped in my ear. I don't know if that was loud for y'all, but it was loud for me.
All right, pace car is in. We're fixing to go back to green flag racing. Peyton Hubbard and Jeremy Vaughn side by side. As they come out of the turn, they can restart anywhere in the Geico restart zone. As they pass Barney number 1, now into Barney number 2. He waves the green flag. We're back to racing here. The Circuit of America's the Bluegrass Truck Series, live on Ultimate Dirt TV. Peyton Hubbard leads him into turn number 1 there, sharp turn. As you look a little further back in the field, everyone makes a good job. Peyton Hubbard, your race leader, top 2 single file out. Alex Healy now clears the 88 of West Wigan. There's Daniel Worthington with the top 5. There's Alan Duranco. You see him come through the S's. Oh, problems for the 31. That was Jonah Colbert. And we'll take a look at what happened to Jonah right there. Comes in a little hot and heavy. Almost got in the back of 4 there. Gets on the brakes and just kind of loses it. Hits that inside wall. So we go back to live pictures.
And after being so smooth throughout the first stage from the 31, Jonah Colbert, that's a huge mistake for him. He's got a lot of ground to make back up. Now you see Jeremy Vaughn, Peyton Hubbard, those 2 drivers sitting 1 and 2. Looking a little further back now, that would be 4th and 5th of West Wigan. Daniel Worthington right there, nose to tail. Everybody else, for the most part, single file out throughout the field.
Oh, we got some beating and banging. Oh, no.
We're almost 5 wide and going around in the turn.
Lucas Lyons, I believe, was involved. Let's take a look at this. No, he actually saved it. That's where I'm from. I don't know why it caught him in there. Let's take another look.
4 of Duranco. Trying to figure out who that is on back that
so Weber
initially got into it.
Weber right there. There we go. 4 wide.
Weber and Takahashi making initial contact, driving down to the left side of the track, which is the far inside of that sharp left-hand turn. That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, it is. Lucas Lyons up 12 spots in that 10th position there. Fernando Takahashi bringing it down pit road. He must have some kind of damage, or maybe he just wants to go that full 11 laps that I believe his teammate did. Peyton Hubbard, your race leader. Jeremy Vaughn, Alex Healy, your top 3. Then you got West Wigan and Daniel Worthington rounding out your top 5. As you watch the drivers coming through the S's throughout the field here. And there is Peyton Hubbard. There's Jeremy Vaughn. Try to stay in striking distance with Peyton Hubbard. As they go into Monster Energy drink turn right there.
Those 2 drivers actually teammates. This is exactly what they want to see. The 2 working together out away from the rest of the field. Another driver working along with them is the 46, Sean Kostritza. Riding right now in that 7th spot, up 14 positions from the start of the race, having a good run for himself. They've got former truck champion Keith Hackney did not come back to defend his title here in the Truck Series. He decided to move up into Xfinity and Cup Series, but he is down there with them, working with them here throughout this race tonight. Ooh, looked like we nearly had contact between the 34 of Jason Bridges and 25 of Lucas Lyons. Those two sorted out, keep on rolling. Right there is one of your drivers that ran in the top two all race long, just to the right of your screen, Jonah Colbert. I'll get it right eventually. In that 13th spot, he's got a charging Alan Duranka, who's up 9 spots right behind him as Colbert makes the pass for 12th on Tyler Evans.
Here's Drew Perot currently running a 50. Garrett Jazorski there in 16th. And there is Ed Osborne 17th. There's Devin Scroggins 18th. Cody Verrill in 19th. And Ron Morris Jr. battling with Bobby Hall Jr. Give it to Bobby Hall for that 20th spot. Meanwhile, back up front, your race leader is Peyton Hubbard, but Vaughn is actually starting to close in the gap there nice and slowly. Wes Wiggin in the 88 got some breathing room now in that 4th position. As Alex Healy's right there in 3rd. A big gap between him and Wes Wiggin. And there's Daniel Worthington. He's actually closed up. Daniel Worthington's right about 5 car lengths behind Wes Wiggin. There's Will Weber pulling away from the 46 of Sean Kostritza. And Sean Kostritza better watch out because there is the 59 of Radburn Shutters. Radburn Shutters in the 59 truck, up 10 spots.
And what a good run he's had going for him. I don't remember how the race turned out for him last season in Xfinity when they came to Circuit of the Americas. Right now, all over the back bumper. Now takes a look to the inside of the 46 of Sean Kostritza. He'll take over that spot through the Marshall Energy turn right there. Look a little further back up. Jeremy Vaughn continues to catch up to Peyton Hubbard. Hubbard just taking it nice and easy right now. Big gap between the 2nd and 3rd right now. So the two teammates has no pressure at all from behind. Nearly a 5-second gap between 2nd and 3rd right now. So these guys can go up there, take their time, battle with each other if they choose. Try not to make any mistakes, though, because 5 seconds can go away very quickly on a road course.
Definitely it can, that's for sure. You know, one thing, these drivers on Next Level Racing, they're kind of chicken a little bit. You know why?
Why?
Because they don't put tombstones in their car like Keith Hackney did.
Well, it's true.
Will Weber has some damage on the right-hand side door. He's had some beating and banging going on throughout the race. There is the 59 truck. He's kept it nice and clean of Radburn Shutter. So has the 46. And now Cody Anderson's bringing down his neck as they come to 9 laps to go. Cody Anderson looks to the inside as the 46 of Sean Kostritza gives it to him.
Kostritza is driving very conservatively right now, just trying to stay out of the way of drivers he feels are faster, giving them plenty of room, letting him go, trying to save his equipment, and possibly on a fuel safe mode right now. He might be looking for a fuel strategy to try to get positions out of it. Could be part of the reason we're seeing him running further back, taking his time, running slow. Meanwhile, top 2 continue to pull away. Now over a 7-second gap between 2nd and 3rd as Peyton Hubbard continues to lead the race.
Well, 2 minutes and 18 seconds a lap. Last lap was 2 minutes and 25 seconds. It looks like the fastest driver on that lap was Daniel Worthington with a 2 minute 21 second. No, I lied. I don't know why it's highlighted. It's highlighted for something.
No, that would be accurate. That was the fastest time. No, it's not. Huh? You're right.
So I don't know why it's highlighted. Oh well, I can say for me to decide.
Well, here's an interesting fact for you. Talking about best laps. The best lap of the race right now is held by the number 2 of Jeremy Vaughn with a 2-minute 18.62 second lap. Closest one to him being the race leader Peyton Hubbard, his teammate, with 2 minutes 18.75 seconds. The next one behind them, Steve, isn't till the 2-minute 20-second mark, so almost a second and a half behind those two drivers' lap time is the next closest lap for the best lap of the race.
Alex Healy, Wes Wiggett, Daniel Worthington all coming down pit road as Jeremy Vaughn and Peyton Hubbard do stay out on the racing surface. Also, Jason Bridges making his way down pit road. Rayburn Shutter stays out with Will Weber, Cody Anderson, Jonah Corbett, Lucas Lyons, and Sean Kostritza. There's the drivers down pit road. The 97 gets his fuel, and he's back out on the racing surface. As you see Tyler Evans there currently running in 12th. So Alex Healy will come out ahead of him after that, making that pit stop in that 9th position. Bradford Shutters now moves up that 3rd spot, up 15 spots to start the race. The only other driver at 15 spots is that 25 machine of Lucas Lyons. Sean Kostritza right there in the 46, right behind Lucas Lyons, up 13 spots. Alex Healy up 11, currently right now running in that 9th position. With 8 laps to go here in the Circuit of Americas, you're watching live Ultimate Dirt TV, the Bluegrass Truck Series. Look at Peyton Hubbard. He's getting pressure there from the 2 of Jeremy Vaughn.
And teammates continuing to play nice at the moment, but just for how long is that going to last? Vaughn has really come into his zone here as the laps wind down. Just 8 laps to go. Less than 8 laps now for Peyton Hubbard, as Hubbard has led, I say, right about 75% of the laps in this race. The only other race leader that we have had for any substantial amount of time would be the 31 of Jonah Colbert, riding right now in that 6th spot. Cody Anderson in 5th. He's led a few laps as well, and I believe those are the only drivers that have led any laps throughout this race.
Up here they come down pit road. Peyton Hubbard and Jeremy Vaughn. There's Radburn Shutters. You know, I'm looking at the time and scoring board, and the only thing I can guarantee, BJ, none of these drivers have done tonight is taking the Joker lap. That's only because it's highlighted out, so I know for sure. As Radburn Shutters comes out the final turn down the straightaway, he will take over the race lead with Will Weber staying out. Cody Anderson making his way down pit road. The show is Sean Kostritza.
And not 100% sure why the system does that. It shows a Joker lap that even with it grayed out, because the only thing I even know that there's Joker laps in is rally course racing. And I've not even seen any of that broadcasted, to be honest.
Well, that's the reason why I can guarantee you no one's taking the Joker lap. Radburn Shutters way out in front here at Circuit of Americas is Will Weber in that 2nd spot right there. So the distance looking pretty far and sharp between those two drivers. Let's take a look at the blimp view. There's Will Weber right there. Peyton Hubbard is right there going into the Monster Energy drink. So, I mean, he got some space there. The gap is 6.78. That's a pretty huge gap between 1st and 2nd. There's Jonah Colbert made his way back up to that 3rd spot. As you look at Jonah Colbert there in that 31 machine with some damage to the front end of that machine on the right-hand side. Peyton Hubbard.
Top 4 drivers have not yet, top 3 drivers rather, have not yet pitted since the stage, as Lucas Lyons and Peyton Hubbard continue to battle for that position. Lyons, one of the drivers that have not pitted. And then looking further back, Bobby Hall Jr., Tyler Evans, those two drivers have not yet pitted since the stage break. So Jeremy Vaughn, Peyton Hubbard, those drivers already down pit road, believe for the last time of this race. I can't possibly imagine them having to pit again. They've already gone down pit road, back on the track, and are now working their way back through the field as the 59 of Radburn Shutters comes down pit road.
As you hear that sound in the background, that is the sound to allow the people know when people are coming down pit road to use it in Formula One. Also coming down pit road is Will Weber, Lucas Lyons. Jonah Colbert will now take over the race lead. Peyton Hubbard's sitting right there in second. Third is Jeremy Vaughn. As they head into turn number one there, Colbert bounces over the rumble strips. That's going to allow the 99 to close up even closer to him, as we have 6 laps to go here to Circuit of Americas. Jeremy Vaughn, Peyton Hubbard, teammates, second and third. Fourth place, look out, the 97 Alex Healy's made his way back up to fourth. There's Radburn Shutters battling with the 88 of Wes Wiggin. He gets around Wes Wiggin. Radburn Shutters back up in that 5th spot. Wiggin falls back to 6th. There's Daniel Worthington in 7th. Bobby Hall Jr. right there in 9th. You got Cody Anderson and Will Weber rounding out your top 10. Lucas Lyons in the 11th spot, up 11 spots. So he started 22nd tonight. Jason Bridges up 7 spots in the 12th position. Sean Constricta up 8th to 13th. Ed Osborne, he's -4 from the start of the race, so he's in that 14th spot now. And Durango rounding out your top 15 here. There's Tyler Evans in 16th. That truck looking a little rough there. Meanwhile, Peyton Hubbard has gotten a race lead around Jonah Colbert. Jeremy Vaughn also gotten around him. Colbert has fallen back to that 3rd spot there. Got to wonder if some of that damage on that 31 kind of hinder him.
Two possibilities. It could be the damage, and it could also be the old tires. We know last season we've seen drivers win this race in dominating fashion on old tires, but a year makes a lot of changes on iRacing. Not real sure how much, but I do believe, after the way we've seen Jonah Colbert running in this race, I personally do believe that is what we're seeing, is the tire wear coming into effect for Jonah Colbert. Still not yet pitted since the stage break. Peyton Hubbard, Jeremy Vaughn pitted lap 18. So with just 5 laps to go here on lap number 21 for these drivers, Peyton Hubbard, Jeremy Vaughn, back to the dominating fashion that they were in.
Well, 5 laps to go. 10.5 minutes to get there. As Alex Healy now trying to chase down Jonah Colbert. There's Jonah Colbert. There's the black truck of Alex Healy. He's giving it all she got, trying to get up there to his back bumper. He wants to finish in the top 3. There's Radburn Shutters in 5th in that 59 truck, making an appearance here in the Truck Series here tonight. Probably try to get some practice in for tomorrow night in the Xfinity Series.
Yeah, and another driver hoping for a good run tomorrow night is going to be the 46, Sean Constricta. Driving right now in that 13th spot, but hopefully, for his sake, he is taking in some valuable information in this race, especially from the two drivers just absolutely dominating this race that he's in chat with right now. Peyton Hubbard, Jeremy Vaughn, Jonah Colbert in that 3rd spot, continuing to lose ground to these guys up ahead of him. Alex Healy, as you mentioned, doing a good job in 4th place, up 16 spots. Radburn Shutters in 5th spot, up 13 positions. A lot of big movers and a lot of big losers throughout this race.
Definitely, as you look at the blip view, you see your top 2 right there going around that turn. There you see Jonah Colbert going into the turn, and there's Alex Healy. You see how far back from 4th through 5th is. Healy through Shutters. But Alex Healy is definitely closing in on Jonah Colbert. As Peyton Hubbard passes the Stars of Strap straight away, passing the Whataburger turn. As they head into the Toyota turn, coming down the front straightaway, 4 laps to go. 8.5 minutes to get there, BJ.
Yeah, laps just continue to wind down for Peyton Hubbard. Jeremy Vaughn, time is running out for Jeremy Vaughn to trying to get a pass that last time by Vaughn, faster than Hubbard by right about 0.4 of a second. Just continues to try to close that gap, tries to get up to him. There's Alex Healy running in third comfortably all by himself. Closest driver behind him is the 59 of Radburn Shutters, right about 10 seconds back. Jonah Colbert in the 31 takes it down pit road for his final stop of the race. But I think, Steve, well, maybe he didn't.
Yeah, he went down pit road, comes back.
Did he go down pit road?
Yeah, came out in 8th spot.
He did.
Yeah.
I think he waited a little bit too long to come down pit road at number 31, as he has lost that much more ground. Vaughn, Hubbard, Healy, Shutters, Wiggin, Worthington, all those guys, none of them need to come down again.
Wes Wiggin having a top 5 run here tonight, doing really good. That 88 machine. There's Daniel Worthington, and there's Cody Anderson, Jonah Colbert, and Bobby Hall Jr. Hall right there under attack from Will Weber. Hall running in that 9th spot. Weber with the top 10. There's Lucas Lyons on the outside top 10, the 11th position. And there's the 46 of Sean Kostritza. Jason Bridges in 13th. Alan Duranko right there in the 4, currently running 14th. And Ed Osborne running 15th. Fernando Takahashi is currently running in that 16th position. But Peyton Hubbard doing a good job here tonight at the Circuit of Americas. As it passes the Stars of Strap straight away into the Whataburger turn. Jeremy Vaughn has 3 laps to get the job done. Does he have the time, and does he have the truck to get it done? Only time can tell.
Yeah, I expect the gloves to come off in the last lap between those two drivers. Right now, it looks as though Vaughn content to continue to ride behind Peyton Hubbard. Alex Healy definitely wants more out of it, but he's on the podium right now with little chance of losing it without a big mistake out of the number 97. And without a mistake out of the top 2, I'm afraid to say it, but I think no chance of winning this one here is the top 2 drivers heading out of the chicane. Bobby Hall Jr. is going to head down pit road for his final stop of the race here with just 3 laps to go on lap number 23.
You know, 3 laps means 6 minutes. And Jeremy Vaughn's all over Peyton Hubbard. As we look right here, Vaughn's taking it nice and easy. Vaughn wants to get another win on the season. Stephen Calvola cracks me up. You make me laugh, Stephen. You make me laugh. Right here, with 3 laps to go, coming to 2 momentarily. Vaughn is in striking distance. Your top 2. There's the 97 of Alex Healy. DJ fell asleep.
No, I was actually reading down through timing and scoring, and looking to see if anybody that went in and took fresh tires
Well,
may possibly stand a chance. But
2 laps to
quite
go.
honestly, looking at it, I don't think so.
For Peyton Hubbard, that's 4 minutes to get a little over 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 28 seconds for Peyton Hubbard. If he can hold off the raging Jeremy Vaughn. Oh,
Yes,
we have to go
Hubbard
wide.
working.
Here we go. Oh, Vaughn couldn't do it.
Yeah, Hubbard and Vaughn working their way through traffic. Vaughn got a nose there, but not able to get there. It's the 71. That being Devin Scroggins, just holding those two up. They finally get by him. Scroggins gets out of the way and lets them go. Flying it down in towards the Monster Energy left-hand turn. Jeremy Vaughn closes the gap just a little bit more between those two drivers. About 4 car lengths between the two now.
Well, you know, Jeremy Vaughn wants to pick up his 2nd win of the season. Peyton Hubbard wants to pick up his 1st win of the season in that 99 truck. And there's Radbird Shutters running one off here tonight in the truck series. Currently running 3rd. Alex Healy in that 4th position. And Wes Wiggin right there in 5th. There's Daniel Worthington under attack from Cody Anderson. You look at Jeremy Vaughn closing it on the back bumper. It seems like Vaughn just don't have the exit speed as Peyton Hubbard does.
One thing about it, Hubbard showed throughout this whole race, I feel like as they head through the Whataburger turn, I feel like Hubbard has really shown that he is able to save his tires a little bit more than the majority of this field almost. As you see right there, Hubbard just starts to pull from Vaughn. Vaughn, a little later entry, is able to close the gap, but Vaughn with the later entry is not able to get the run off the corners quite as much. They head down through turn number 1.
Well, 2 more minutes to the conclusion of this race. Peyton Hubbard, your race leaders, does Jeremy Vaughn have anything left for Peyton Hubbard, or is he used up all his lives here tonight? Radbird Shutter's way back there, so we know Redburn, unless something happens to his top 2, nothing's gone. He ain't going to get there to that 2nd place. As you look at Peyton Hubbard right there. 77 of Evans falling off into the grass there to get out of the way of your leaders. As they head into the Monster Energy turn. For the final time there.
Yeah, Monster Energy turn about the halfway point through a lap. Heading down the longest straightaway. It's not really even straight. Got a slight curve to it. On the track. Sharp left-hand turn coming up right here. This is the unmarked turn. We need a sponsor in that turn, so we have something to call it.
Here's Peyton Hubbard. There is Jeremy Vaughn watching from the blimp. Right ahead of him is the 13 of Brian Terry in that 21st position. They close up on Brian Terry. They get around him. Brian Terry ain't going to force no issues. As the pass starts to stripe straight away into the Whataburger turn. Jeremy Vaughn wants something to happen. He's going to have to make it happen right here. He's on a bumper. Can't get it done. Peyton Hubbard picking up the win here at the Circuit of America's 25 lapper. Jeremy Vaughn coming home in 2nd. There is Radbird Shutters in 3rd spot right there. coming down
And
to
what
finish that lap.
and what a fantastic job by Peyton Hubbard, Jeremy Vaughn, those two drivers up the front of the field. The majority of this race, Radburn Shutters worked his way up into a podium position. Top 5 now has crossed the stripe. Hubbard, Vaughn, Shutters, Healy, and Wigand.
Oh, Will Weber and Lucas Lyons getting into it out turn, the final turn. Give it to Will Weber. There's Sean Kostritza. He will finish in the 11th spot. There's Bobby Hall Jr. coming home in 12th. And there's Alan Duranco currently running in 13th position. Ed Osborne passing the Waterburger turn there into the final turn. Jason Bridges in 15th. Checkered flag waves for Ed Osborne and Jason Bridges. There's Drew Perot and the 80 truck. Coming down to take the checkered flag. Gary Jazorski up 10 spots. He will come home in the 17th position. If he can keep Cody Verrill behind him. They go into the final turn. Gary Jazorski right there. Verrill heavy on the bottom, not getting it to him. Jazorski comes home in 17th. Cody Verrill in 18th. There's Dustin Rinstidle there in 19th. And Fernando Takahashi coming out the final turn down the straightaway to pick up the checker flag in that 20th spot. Congratulations goes to Peyton Hubbard. We'll be right back with post-race interviews. Welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. Peyton Hubbard, your race winner. As BJ's caught up with the race winner.
That's right. I've caught up with the driver of the 99 and in dominating fashion, Peyton. You come home with the race win.
Yeah, man, that was a little nerve wracking. I mean, I don't know, to qualify on pole and to lead that many laps, that felt really good to do, especially with Jeremy behind me. I mean, we put in laps. I think this season, I've been waiting for this race all season, really. I mean, I've been putting in laps and laps at this track, just getting here, because I know last season was the first stage win that I had gotten in this league, and I feel Cota's one of my favorite tracks. Because I know last season was it's one of my first stage win.
Definitely worked down for you, and
it's one of my first stage win.
Definitely worked down for you, and
it's one of my first stage win.
Definitely worked down for you, and
it's one of my first stage win.
Mike's because Steve, our producer, there we go. He unmuted. But all the practice that you put in was very evident in the 99. Even when you went down pit road before other drivers came down pit road, before the race leaders came down pit road, you're able to take the lead right back. Did you, even with all the practice, did you expect to be that dominant out here tonight?
I really wanted to be up front. I didn't expect to dominate. I'd seen him practice. Radburn ran a hell of a race coming from not being able to qualify, and in practice, I mean, I think he was over a second faster. I think if he would have been able to qualify, he would have been really hard to beat, barring a mistake. But I don't know. I guess it felt good at first. The nerves kind of wore off after I, got the start, and we just kind of, that last run, me and Jeremy just stuck together, and we kind of agreed not to race each other too hard. Trying to get us both in the playoffs, but it was a good run by me, and Jeremy had to put in just the amount of time that we did to get him, feeling better. Those dirt guys need all the help they can get sometimes on the road courses.
Yes, we all do. But go ahead and thank your sponsor. Shout out to everybody else make it possible. Get up there.
Yeah, man. Smith and Company Custom Homes, Spy Optic, OGO Power Sports. It was Elite Performance Industries. They're a big help. All the guys at NLR, I know they're really a dirt team, and I kind of came on as the asphalt guy, but overall they've just been a really big help. Especially Keith. He helps during the week. He can't run the trucks, but he gives me a lot of pointers. Considering he's the defending champ, so we're looking good to bring this thing home again.
And that is your race winner, Peyton Hubbard. Congratulations again.
Thanks, guys.
Steve?
How are y'all doing, fellas? Well, I started trying to tell him I was going to play the Jaws music, but then he told me to stop talking to him. Yeah, but 2 trucks locked in now. I'll take that. I wanted to make a race out of it. But I also wanted to think about the bigger picture of having us both locked in. I wanted to also show that I wasn't just a dirt guy. I know it's where I come from, but I wanted to make sure everybody knew I wasn't just a dirt guy when I got here. Yeah, that's when I started messing with him and he told me to be quiet. He was trying to focus. Got to thank Papa Mike's. They come on board again, and Wheeler Metals, all my teammates at NLR. Got to thank Keith a lot. He's taught me this asphalt stuff. And thank Jason for putting this on, y'all for broadcasting.
That's right. I've caught up with Radburn Shutters, and Radburn, not a driver we typically see over here in the truck series, coming out here, getting you some practice for the Xfinity series, rolling off with a 3rd place finish from 15 spots back behind it. What a race you had, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That was really nerve-wracking. Really, I'm driving in traffic like that gives me anxiety. I don't know. I'm trying to go one way, and everyone else is fighting for positions. The S's were kind of just close your eyes and hope, hope nothing goes wrong. I saved really hard that first 10 laps. I should have been pushing a little harder. Try and set myself up for the last part of the race, but it all worked out good. There wasn't no chasing down Peyton and Jeremy. They ran off. I don't know. Overall, that was a success. I'm tickled with it.
Well, fantastic job. Go ahead and thank your sponsor. Shout out to everybody. Help make it possible.
Yep, we got to thank BK Paints, W Energy, Mountain View Detailing, Sorrells Marathon, Aerial Pros of Western North Carolina, Function Junction, and everybody at Cornerstone. Appreciate you letting me sub in and run one of these trucks around, this beautiful Function Junction truck that they give me. Got to thank my old lady for letting me partake in this crazy hobby of ours. And thank all you guys and Jason for putting on the awesome show every week.
All right. We will see you tomorrow night and hopefully get to talk to you again.
Yeah, we're going to hope for it. See you guys.
All righty. Have a good night. Congratulations on your 3rd place finish.
Thank you.
Well, was really funny. Jeremy Vaughn, his interview came from God, because y'all didn't hear God speak to him for his interview. All you heard was Jeremy speaking. That was because the mic was muted. But how about that? Peyton Hubbard picking up the win. Jeremy Vaughn in second. Radburn Shutters in third. Alex Healy coming on fourth. Wes Wiggin in fifth. Daniel Worthington in sixth. Cody Anderson in seventh. Jonah Colbert in eighth. Will Weber coming home in ninth. And Lucas Lyons picking up a top 10. Then you got Sean Stritz in 11th. Bobby Hall Jr. in 12th. With Alan Duranko in 13th. Ed Osborne 14th. Jason Bridges in 15th. Drew Perot. Jerry Jazorski in 17th. Cody Farrell in 18th. Dustin Rinstidle in 19th. And Fernando Takahashi rounding out your top 20. You got Brian Terry in 21st. Tyler Evans 22nd. Sean Kaiser 23rd. Devin Scroggins in 24th. Ron Morris Jr. in 25th. And Michael Cole rounding out your field. Tyler Peacock, Ronnie Shirk, Roger Pierce, Richard Kinsinger, and Nathan Bashcroft did not start the race here tonight. So tomorrow night is the Xfinity Series here at Cota. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to tell you to be safe and God bless. We'll see you tomorrow night.